Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Call HALALYAM YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great MILLSTONE and teach them well. Peace and salutations be to the hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazwa. I'm coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. As us is going to be going into the scripture, giveth grace unto the humble. Alright. Let me grab it in the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 6. But he giveth more, but he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, YAHAWASHI resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Alright. Let's grab the blue letter for grace. Alright, it's in the Greek is Cain, K-H-A-N-E. That's how it's pronounced, but it's spelled H-E-N, and there's hyphens on the H and the E, so it's pronounced Cain. This is the definition, the Strong's G for grace. It says graciousness, example, subjective kindness or favor. So subjective kindness, favor, or objective beauty, favor, gracious, pleasant, precious, well favored. Okay, so the Lord gives favor. That's why the prophets used to say at the time of old, they say, "Oh Lord, if I have found favor in thy sight, or if I have found grace in thy sight." Okay, it goes into favor, man. You know, the Lord, if the Lord has taken a liking to you, you know, Allah shall help me with this. But the secret to that is being humble, being meek. The scriptures say that meek shall inherit the earth. You know. So let's get back into it. James 4 and 6. But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, YAHAWASHI resisteth the proud. So he resists the proud. He ain't trying to hear the proud. When you're prideful, you think of yourself too highly to receive correction, to receive instruction from the Lord, YAHAWASHI. If you don't receive instruction from a man, you ain't gonna receive it from the Lord, YAHAWASHI, because the Lord speaks through men. Believe it or not, he speaks through his prophets. But the proud gonna resist the Lord's words, so the Lord gonna resist their prayers. It says, YAHAWASHI resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So if you humble-minded, man, you meek, lowly, the Lord gonna give you grace. You're gonna find more favor in his sight, man. And with favor comes mercy. Right? A lot of shit don't fly when you don't got grace. You know, the proud do some shit, the Lord ain't hearing it. But to the humble, he giving them more grace. You know, the humble, the lowly slip up. We'll look at them like, okay, at least he's trying. But when the proud slip up, the proud don't acknowledge their fault. So the Lord passes judgment on their ass. You can't even feel bad about it, man. Because they were proud. They're not apologetic. They didn't wish they didn't do that. They didn't regret it. They're not sorry. But the lowly are going to seek unto the Lord. Like you have the parable of the Pharisee and the publican. The Pharisee was proud in heart, but the publican was low. And what does scripture say? This man, verily I say unto you, this man went home more justified than the Pharisee did. Alright? Because the publican, he was humble. He acknowledged his faults, and he acknowledged that he was nothing, man. He gave all the glory to YAHAWASHI and decreased himself and increased YAHAWASHI and found favor in the Lord's sight for doing so, man. That's the secret to this life. The scriptures say we must decrease so that he may increase. All right. So we become lowly so that the Lord can be glorified in us, man. You know. That's why the scriptures say we're given this treasure in earthen vessels. Let me grab it real quick. So it says 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 7, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of YAHAWASHI and not of us. Alright? We're in earthen, we got this truth and earthen vessels in these fleshly bodies, that the excellency may be of the power of YAHAWASHI may be of him and not of us, man. Because we're in celestial bodies, people will come to worship us. You know? Oh, these men can't die, and look what they're saying. I believe it. You know? But they don't believe it when it's coming from men in fleshly bodies. And that's the trick. Scripture say, my sheep hear my voice. So the Lord's sheep don't know him, whether it be in fleshly body or celestial body. But we're given this word in fleshly bodies that we won't be glorified, you know, for teaching this word. Men hate us, man. Men persecute us. But the Lord, YAHAWASHI, must be glorified in these works, man. And the Lord is glorified in our teachings. Okay? Fleshly men preaching of immortal things, of eternal things, teaching the Lord's doctrine, the Lord's word, doing his will, man. Alright? There's nothing more acceptable. It says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always. It's like it's in transit. Gotta watch this road too. Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that the life also of Yahushua Mashiach might be made manifest in our body. Alright, so these bodies are giving due service to the Lord YAHAWASHI. Okay, because they're weak bodies. These are fleshly bodies. They don't last forever. You know, you're not going to believe a man that gets sick the same way you do, that goes to work the same way you do, that dies the same way you do. Okay. Guess what? We're teaching of YAHAWASHI. Says this also says, for we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahawashi's sake, that the life also of Yahawashi might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. Okay, so the life also of Yahawashi is going to be made manifest in our mortal flesh. You know, sacrificing ourselves, putting ourselves on the line for Yahawashi. You know, it's keeping the Lord's it's like keeping the Lord's name in remembrance, man. It's keeping the Lord alive, man. You know, that's how you know the Lord is still working, because his prophets are on the scene. The Lord's name won't be snuffed out of the earth. We have been given the chance to glorify his name, that we may receive reward for it. Not everybody's been given the chance that we've been given. What Eminem say, you only get one shot. You not miss your chance to blow, man. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. And he was right. Okay? He was right, man. He talking about the left-hand side, but in the spiritual sense, we're talking about the right-hand side. You know? And it's the same for both sides. You're going to make it in this world, you only get one shot to make it in this world, man. But you also only get one shot to make it in the world to come. Men come into the truth and then fall out and then think they can come back. Scripture says it's impossible for you to come back after you put Yahawashi into open shame once again, man. Okay, it's like you put him back up on the cross when you left out of this truth, man, and then thinking that you can come back. No, Scripture says it's impossible. It says, so then death worketh in us, but life in you. It says, we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak, knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahawashi shall raise up us also by Yahawashi, and shall present us with you. Okay. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many rebound to the glory of YAHAWASHI. Alright, so all things are for the what? The elect's sake, man. Okay? And even for Israel, because all Israel going to be in the kingdom. So, you got to understand something, man. Lower yourself down and bring yourself lowly, that you may be found worthy and acceptable. An acceptable vessel for the Lord to do his work through. You know? You gotta submit yourselves. Like it says in James 4. James 4 and 6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, YAHAWASHI resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves, therefore, to YAHAWASHI. So you gotta submit yourself, man. Jake don't want to submit themselves to nobody. They're so proud. Proud. They can't submit to anybody, man. They can't submit to their own parents. All right. Scripture talks about he that is a rebellious child shall be taken out to the city and stoned to death, man. Because the Lord ain't dealing with no rebellious child. You gotta honor your parents. You know. That's one of the commandments. It says, resist the devil and he shall flee, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to YAHAWASHI, and he will draw nigh to you. How do you draw nigh to the Lord? By humbling yourself, taking the lowly route, taking the low road. All right, you got it in your heart that you can't even forgive a man for his offense against you, but you don't even consider how many offenses you made against the Lord YAHAWASHI. How can you move forward in life? How can you move forward in the truth? You know. Scripture say, why are earth and ashes proud? We all go back to the dust. We all go stand before YAHAWASHI again. So who are you to hold something against a man, hold a grudge against a man? You ain't nothing, man. You know? Neither does your flesh last forever. So hey, man. Draw nigh to YAHAWASHI, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Alright? How do you purify your hearts? How do you purify your mind? By taking the low road, man. If you are humble-minded, you're meek-minded, taking the low road, the truth gonna come to you. The Lord gonna give you the truth, man. Because the Lord he's nigh unto the lowly. But he knoweth the proud are far off. Alright? But I truly hope this quick lesson that's in transit was edifying to you, occupying our walk to listen to truth and sincerity. Alright? Call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Until next time, Yasharallah.